Hey guys, JoeFan82 here. Today I'm looking at the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S Series 1 Medusa version 2 figure from Boss Fight Studio. I'm really excited to review this figure. This is my first Boss Fight Studio product that I've gotten. Let's take a closer look at the packaging. You've got the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S logo in the top left and some great artwork displayed there in the center. On the bottom it says Medusa, Cursed Gorgon Sister. And here's a look at the figure in the packaging. On the back you've got a write-up on the left and a cross-sell on the right with the other figures in the line. There's the same artwork that we saw on the front. And down below we've got a little write-up as we've seen on G.I. Joe for years. This one says, historical documentation, unfairly cursed by the goddess Athena, the once beautiful Medusa was turned into a hideous half-snake monster. Previously able to control her cursed stare, Medusa now turns all living things that look into her eyes to stone. There is only room in her heart for hate and revenge against the gods that she once served, and the sisters who she secretly despises for their eternal beauty. She wants all the living to eventually feel her icy stare. And down below that is another interesting little paragraph that says temporal log. It is said that even after being decapitated by Perseus, Medusa's eyes still curse those who look upon them. It makes one wonder if simply separating her head from her body was enough to end her life. If not, what has become of her head, and could she still be alive today? Over on the right it says there are no limits, collect them all, with some of the figures in the other waves. I really like this on the bottom of the packaging. Boss Fight Studio gives credit to everybody that's worked on this product. You can see from the actual figure to the package design, a great touch by the company to give credit where credit is due. I wanted to take a special note about the packaging for this figure. You can see the figure in the plastic bubble right there, but the card art is also covered in plastic. This is one piece of plastic, and on the back this is open paper, and there are tabs along the edge, and you simply open up the tab and you can slide the card out like that. This is very collector friendly. If you want to put the figure back in the package after you're done, you can just put the figure back in the bubble, slide this back in, and there you go. Okay, I've got Medusa out of the package and she looks amazing. This is her all geared up with her accessories. We'll take a closer look at those in a second. Right now, let's look closer at the figure itself. The head sculpt on this figure is incredible. Look at the detail. She's got her red eyes. The mouth is wide open, screaming at her victim. And look at the hair, the detail, not the hair, the snakes. Look at the detail in the sculpting on that. Amazing. You can see all the scales and all the snakes slithering around there. This is kind of a nitpick. It would have been nice to maybe get some kind of extra paint nap on the snakes. I don't know, maybe the eyes or just something to break it up just a little bit, but that's kind of a nitpick. Moving down, she's got some armor on her shoulder. Excellent detail sculpted in there. And this armor continues down her right arm, gauntlet here. She's got a chest piece which is separate. This is not molded onto the figure. And then she's got another piece around her waist. Some more excellent detail. Just fantastic. And the paint apps are on point. And coming down, this is where we get, it gets really interesting. You've got her snake bottom here, which has 10 ball joints, 10 points of articulation. 7 ball joints, 7 points of articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a rattler there on the end. So this is, look how long she is. While she does take a bit of maneuvering to stand up, she will stand up. Look at that. If you've ever wanted a figure like this, this is the one to get. The level of detail and engineering on this thing is incredible. Look at the detail on the... This is all textured. This is texture, very soft covering over the joints. Very realistic. The the design is excellent across here. I mean, you will see the joints in the gaps, but I mean, that's, you know, you got to expect that. And then on this side is the underside, the belly. Just an amazing looking figure here. She comes with this whip, which has a looks like some bones. It looks like it's made of bones. You've got looks like a snake at the hilt here. I mean, at the end. I mean, look at the detail on this. Is very tiny, but it's got an incredible amount of detail on there. And the black grip. And then this is a very pliable plastic, moves around very easily. But you can see the level of detail that was put into this. She also comes with this knife, which has the same kind of bone-like pattern for the blade. Excellent detail. And again, with another sculpted snake-like skull. This one has the mouth closed, whereas this one is open. She holds the weapons very well in her hands, which is always good. Both hands have a very good grip. And a black figure stand. It says Boss Fight Studio. That's their logo. She can't really stand on this. This is kind of useless with her. She doesn't have any points to stick on there, but this is a good backup if you need another figure stand. If you have other 1/18th scale figures, they should be able to fit on there, like this Snake Eyes. Fits very well on the figure stand. Let's look at her articulation. Her head is on a ball joint. It has very good range of motion. She can look up, she can look down, she can do a full 360 if you want. Just got normal range of motion in her shoulder. Elbows can bend at 90 degrees. She has 360 on her wrist, and also that wrist joint as well. So her hands right now have, like her right hand has this joint, and she comes with a replacement, an alternate right hand with the other joint, the joint that goes back and forth like it's hard to. So that's really cool that they, if you want a different movement on her right or left hand, you've got that option with these two replacement hands that she comes with. Moving down, she's got a joint underneath that chest piece. She can turn, does have a slight up and down movement. She's got another joint at the waist. She can turn. And as I said before, all of these points of articulation across the tail. If you're a Cobra La fan, she goes great with Serpentor. She can be another member of the Cobra La Society. If you're not a fan of Cobra La, you could consider her a genetic experiment done by Dr. Mindbender. Overall, this is a fantastic figure. I cannot recommend this figure enough. If you want to find out more about Boss Fight Studio, go to bossfightstudio.com. You can find this and other figures at their online store, bossfightshop.com. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I'll see you next time. You've got the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S Series 1 logo on the top left, and you've got the Vitruvian. There's the same artwork that we. Fetch me my beverage. This I command. Say what? Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that.